today we're gonna work on this 2010 or 2015. I don't know what the year model this is, but this is a Yamaha 50cc Jog scooter, and it's not mine. It's a really good cousin of mine, and he has had some problems with it. It doesn't want to start, and he told me that he tried a lot of stuff and it just didn't work. Tried to start the scooter so much that it killed the battery, so I'll have to charge the battery for him. This is a completely stock scooter. He's not really into all that race and upgrading stuff. This is just a grocery getter in once in a while, and his wife drives it a lot, so it needs to be reliable. So I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna start with removing everything that's in the way, and try to diagnose the problem. He thinks that it could be the vacuum system that is supposed to be right here, and let me just yeah, that's supposed to be right here, directly connected to your fuel tank, and this vacuum system should deliver the fuel efficiently to the carburetor, but it just didn't want to drive right and idle right, so he removed everything and gave it to me to look at. So that's the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna test the vacuum pump, charge the battery. I have a spare battery in my bike. I'm gonna make a dedicated video for the new bike that I got, but that's for another time. I'm gonna show you what you can do to diagnose this problem and take you along for the ride. Yeah, so as I told you in the other video, how to start your scooter, the first thing that you gotta check is firstly the three things that you gotta check is there spark, fuel, and compression. The spark, I removed the spark plug, so that's what we're going to check first. I removed the spark plug just to look at the condition of it, and it doesn't really seem that great. It's a little wet, so I think that maybe the spark will be the problem, because when there is no spark, the cylinder will just keep getting keep getting oil. That's why the spark plug will be wet like this. We'll have to see it for ourselves. If it doesn't spark, then that means there's something with the black box, the stator, or something else. The first thing that I gotta do is hook up the ground and the positive to engage the starter. This is the battery from my personal bike, so I'm just gonna put it here for now. So this is kind of high up. Maybe I'll just put it on, yeah, the old battery, and let's see if this will. Yeah, all right, let's just see if there is spark. Yes, so there is a spark. It looks kind of weak, but I think that should be enough to start the bike. So the next thing that I'll do, the tank is completely empty, so I will just fill it up with some gas and see if there is a problem with the vacuum system. So so this is the vacuum system I was talking about. The other bike that I had also had a similar one. That one was a little more complicated, but this is pretty simple. So this is the crankcase vacuum that you put to the manifold, and this is the gas feed from your tank. This will be fed with gravity, and this is the out. As you can see, it's stated right there, out, and this goes to your carburetor. So if everything is good with the vacuum system, oil should come right out of this. So gas should come right out of this. So I'll just fill it up. As you can see, it's empty in there and kind of rusty, but I'll fill it up and see what that does. Yeah, so I just put a little bit of gas in there. Damn, that thing is really rusty. So I put a little gas in there. I think that maybe the problem is that the rust that is created in here is clogging up the the pump, because he told me that he removed the pump and cleaned it as much as he could, and it was filled with gunk. So I think that we should clean out the tank and maybe see if I have a spare filter laying around and put a filter between this and the vacuum pumps. Bike doesn't have any filters on it. That is not really recommended. You should always have a filter that goes to your carburetor, but I'll see what I can do to what I have in stock to put on this bike. But let's just see if the gas will come out of this hose when I crank it up. Also, another tip: if you are doing these kind of diagnostics, it's always better to remove the spark plug, not only for the sake of not starting the bike, but also not accidentally starting the bike, but also it is easier for the starter to constantly turn over the engine if the spark plug is out. So let's just see. Yeah, so as you can see, there is gas coming out, so this is not the issue. Let's just see how everything goes if I put a new spark plug in and also clean out the tank and also put the filter on, and I'll catch you guys back. Okay, so I connected the fuel line and cleaned out the tank, and also I still do need to put a fuel filter. I do not have that right now, so I'll just put it another time. I also put the spark plug back, and let's just see if it'll start. Okay, so it does start. So it does start. That's a good thing. But from what I can hear is that it is idling very high. I do not know why that is the case, because from what I know, from what I hear, they didn't do anything to the carburetor. So I'll just need to turn. Let me just see if I can show you. So this is the idle control right here. That is the screw with right under right under that hose right there. Let me just try to show you. Yeah, so as you can see right there, the flathead screw, that is the idle control. And let me just turn it. I think it was inward. I think it was in. If you turn it inward, no, if you turn it outward, then it should idle. It should drop the RPM. So let me try that and get you guys back. So as you can hear, the RPM dropped a bit and is turning a little bit better. So I'll just test it out even further and see what's going on. So as you guys can see, it runs again, and it idles as it should. The problem was the carburetor was not tuned right, so I removed it and cleaned it, and I'm still going to search for a filter for that, um, and put everything back and deliver it to my cousin. Gonna charge about battery right now. As you guys can see, the bike starts again, and I'm really happy that it does, because it wasn't really that bad. The problem consisted only of cleaning the carburetor, cleaning the tank, and just diagnosing and removing the spark plug and cleaning it out. I do not have the correct spark plug for that, so I'll think about switching it out tomorrow and getting the filter tomorrow. Yeah, I'm really happy with it, and I hope you guys learned something. It's just quick and easy diagnosing a small problem that could potentially maybe help you on the road if you're in a pinch. So I hope you learned something, and I'll get you guys at the next one. Also, I am working on this space. We only use it to hang clothes and such, so I'm going to try to make this into my working or own garage area where I can work on my scooters and stuff. I just put in two janky ass lights, just get things going, and this is my first day working here, so I really like it. It's out of the weather, and I usually work right there, but I do not really like being outside and working, so here everything is protected and I can leave my scooters right here. So I will also have a series where I will be trying to transform this place into my own working ideal working environment, and just as soon as I get the finances right, because I do have a lot going on, then I'll catch you guys back.